Hi everybody, it's Doug Carver with the agency here in Venice, California. I'm going to be showing you an amazing home here at 459 28th Street, and it's going to blow your mind. We're going to answer the eternal question, what does $5.49 million buy you in Venice, California? Well, we're going to answer that in just a moment. We're going to go to the home. I'm going to show you an unbelievable 3,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. We have an 850 square foot roof deck, entertainer's delight with a hot tub and a full kitchen. So, you're not going to go starving if you own this home. Let's go take a look at the home. I'll take you through it and show you some of the exquisite details that this home has that you may not see at first glance, but that make this home a really exceptional property that I've not seen in my many years as a realtor. Let's go take a look. As we come to the property, we've got this amazing outdoor living area. I mean, here we are in Southern California. It's always in the marina and in Venice. It's always 75. It's always sunny. You want to be outside. And this is the home to live outside and inside seamlessly. We've got 650 square feet of, I will say, living space. We've got your outdoor kitchen area. We've got these amazing retractable glass doors that are powered. No reason to touch the doors. You hit a button, they'll open up, so you have seamless living from the outside into the inside. We've got details on this home which really make it unique. If you'll notice here, this the line or the separation here between the first and second window exactly lines up with the line of the sliding door on the second window. Now, most people wouldn't make an issue of that, but he actually custom made the windows so that black line, that separator from the upstairs and downstairs line, were continuous from one floor to the next. If you notice as well, we've got these 5-foot by 10-foot porcelain slabs. The outdoor looks like it's actually poured concrete, but it's not. These are actually large tiles. And these are the exact same tiles that are used on the interior of the property. So it truly gives you that one space connectedness from the outside to the inside. The developer went as far as to make sure that all of the grout lines are perfectly in alignment. And if you take a look where I'm standing, if you come a little bit closer and you take a look at the ground, you'll notice that the grout line actually goes from the outside, it goes through the window and goes straight through the main living area of the home. I mean, who thinks of these details? Certainly not me. The other thing you'll notice, which I thought was really interesting, is you wanted to give that industrial, modern look, and you'll see in a lot of properties you'll have formed concrete. They'll create a wood form, they'll fill it with concrete, and when they remove the wood form, you'll notice this lovely wood impression that's made on the actual concrete. The interesting thing is this is not concrete. This is actually porcelain tile made to look like poured concrete. You'll see he also repeated that tile on the front of the home, so we have repetition of materials from the front formed wall, retaining walls, also to the front of the home, and you'll see it again in multiple places inside the property itself. The home also has, along the same green theme, it's got 18 solar panels on the roof to power the house, as well as to power your electric vehicle, which I'm sure you have living here in Southern California. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the home. We're going to start with the main living area, move our way up to the bedrooms on the second floor, and finally we're going to end up on the glorious 850 square foot roof deck. Come on in, let's take a look around. So we are inside the home. It's an open floor plan. Of course, we want to enjoy the space. We want that open feeling, not only in the inside, but the open feeling to the outside as well. What I'm going to do here is show you a little bit about the smart part of this house. This is a very smart home, much smarter than I am, to be quite frank. Everything has been connected so that you can control the home from this powerful pad here, just like you would on your iPhone or smart pad. You can control your entertainment. We've got a full house is wired with speakers. You can control your lighting. There's over 80 light fixtures in this property, and you can decide if you want your lights to be brighter in the morning, or maybe less bright in the afternoon, or maybe brighter right before you wake up. All of this can be customized, and it can be programmed to your exact specifications. We also have obviously a security system, intercom, motion detectors, fire detectors, skylights. There's multiple skylights throughout the home that can be programmed to open and close. Of course, we've got these amazing sliding doors that we saw from the front of the house. Why open them by hand when they can be motorized? Let's talk a little bit about the main living area and some of the unique details that this particular developer thought through to exacting detail. This guy's a Swiss watchmaker. Every detail, every gear was done with thought and perfection. So the first thing you'll notice is that Obviously, it's an open space, and you say, hey, where are the air conditioning vents? Does this house have central air conditioning? This home actually has a 3-zoned air conditioning system, 1 for the first floor, and actually 2 zones for the second floor, which I'll talk about once we get up on the second floor. But the cool thing is, he didn't want anybody to see the air conditioning vents, the icky vents. They collect dust, they look gross over time, so he actually hid them in the ceiling. You see these knife-edge channels where he has his lights? The air conditioning vents are actually hidden there, so you don't have to look at them. The other cool thing is this house has an amazing stereo system with multiple speakers. And again, grills of stereo speakers aren't particularly ugly, but this particular developer felt that that would clutter the clean lines of this architecture. And so he went ahead and actually hid all of the speakers inside the walls. So when you're in the home, literally the sound just comes and surrounds you from around the walls. It's truly amazing. Again, he didn't want to clutter the very clean lines of this particular home, and he went to the nth degree to do that. You'll also notice if you stand in certain spots that all of the light fixtures, they're all aligned with each other, including the sprinkler heads, including the motion detectors. You can see over here as well, we have obviously smoke detectors and motion detectors. Here's a motion detector right here. We don't want to have a motion detector sticking down as if it were just literally glued or screwed onto the roof. He actually created an alcove in which that detector is recessed. So let's check out the kitchen. This is one of the coolest places in the house, and if you like to eat, then this is where you're going to want to cook your food. And this is a custom German kitchen. We've got synthetic quartz countertop that is actually thinner than your average marble or stone, and it's done intentionally so that the width, which is 10 millimeters, matches up identically to the width of the cabinet fronts themselves. Now, of course, the Germans are obsessive compulsive, which is what I love about them, and I love buying German products. And when you take a look at some of these cabinets, of course it's soft closed. I mean, how else would it not be soft closed? They've actually engineered each cabinet to have space for every one of your kitchen utensils and kitchen appliances. So if you take a look at the drawer here, we'll bring it in closer, you can see it already has the built-in dividers. Okay? You can move them around and customize it, but it is perfectly set up for all of your utensils. The developer was obsessive about not seeing things that you don't need to see. And most kitchens on the backsplash have things called GFCI plugs that you put your appliances and you plug them into. Well, why have GFCI plugs that are ugly and visible when you can hide them? And throughout this kitchen, we have recessed outlets. So if you're not using your blender, your convection oven, your milkshake maker, you can push it down and it disappears and it makes it clean and keeps it nice and open. Of course, we've got this awesome deep, this is like a swimming pool that you could put your dog into, this massive aluminum sink, so you can hide your dirty dishes if you don't want to. I love these deep sinks. I hate the ones that are divided. They drive me absolutely crazy. He went ahead and bought a full Gaggenau suite of appliances. We have a Gaggenau convection, or I should say induction cooktop. That means if you want to cook something, you can put your hand on the burner and it will feel cold to the touch. It uses special, I guess, magnetic pots and pans, so they get hot, but the actual surface stays cool. Of course, there's no drop-down vent. Of course, we wouldn't want to clutter the open lines of this open room. And of course, you have your power vent in order to suck all that smelly cooking stuff outside the house, which is just awesome. We've got our typical prep sink, which I love. And of course, we have our Gaggenau oven and convection oven and microwave. We've got Gaggenau 30-inch Gaggenau freezer and a refrigerator that open to the touch. Of course, we've got our refrigerator here as well. Just push it. And again, beautiful. Being a tall person, I love being able to see my food. This is my dream refrigerator. I don't have to bend down. We've got our Gaggenau cappuccino maker, which is absolutely cool and matches all of the other Gaggenau appliances here as well. Awesome. So stepping away from the kitchen, this is the ultimate chef's kitchen with every appliance and every accessory known. Let's take a look at the living room, just a step over here to the left. A couple of neat things to mention again is the repetition of that wood porcelain tile that matches that of the retaining walls and the exterior of the home. Again, we're repeating themes and creating consistency. We have a green ethanol fireplace, no CO2, no risk of dying by carbon dioxide. This is a green fireplace, works for about 8 hours. You got yourself a framed Samsung Art television set, is there is artwork that you can turn on and make it look like a frame picture. Always beautiful. So now we're going to take a look at some of the bedrooms in the home. As I mentioned, we've got 1 bedroom downstairs, and we've got 3 bedrooms upstairs, plus the amazing roof deck that we're going to take a look at in a few minutes. So come on, take a look. Let's take a look at some of these bedrooms. So as we come to the back of the house here, what we'll notice, first thing that really grabbed my attention are the doors throughout the entire home. The doors on the first floor are floor to ceiling, like we mentioned. They're 10 feet tall. Now, I don't know how tall I look in this video, but if you were to hold me next to an NBA player, I'm pretty close. I'm about 6'5", so I am really quite above average, let's just say. I'm going to stand next to the door. Why don't you pull back there a little bit? You can see, here's the door. I'm reaching up. It's a 10-foot door, and I'm 6'5", so you get a sense of scale of how massive these doors are throughout the entire property. Now, what's neat about these doors, and I didn't notice it until someone actually pointed it out, is that they're inset into the wall. Now, most doors have frames around them. You'll notice there's door frames, and there's like moldings that cover up the space between the wall and the door frame. Well, these are inset. There are no door frames. When you open up these doors, you'll notice that they're absolutely, or close them, they're flush to the wall. And in some cases, it makes them really, again, clean, elegant, and so simple. So these are magnetically activated strikers, meaning that there is no striker. This doesn't actually stick out until the magnet that's inside this plate that goes inside the door senses the magnet that's on the actual wall. It senses that magnet, and it actually will lock the door without you having to do anything. So I'm closing, 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 and it's locked. Going into the downstairs bedroom, totally cool room. Again, we've got that continuation of the porcelain tile from the main living area to pull the entire space together. We've got custom Italian cabinetry that runs from, again, floor to ceiling. We've got a bookcase here on the end. What I think is really cool is when you open up these doors, okay, let's say it's early in the morning, your eyes are sleepy, you can't really see things very well. Well, when you open up the door to your closet, we've got these elegant LED lights that are inset into the cabinets themselves that light up so you can actually see the colors of the clothes. You're not going to go to work wearing the wrong color shirt, not if you own this house. So let's close this up. Another really cool feature here is every bedroom has its own television set. And this is ingenious. I don't know if we can do this in my house, but I would love to do that. We got a TV set, very cool, across from the bed, but there's so much space behind here that you possibly weren't aware of. All I need to do is push the television set. It's wireless, so you're not going to have any issues wiring with the wires. Okay, it will actually stay on while I move the television set, and we have this great space behind the TV to put your CDs or whatever books, whatever you want to have behind the actual television set. Of course, they've also thought of if you wanted to make this a stereo or a studio sounding TV set, we've got a place here with a grill so that you can put a wire in your own stereo bar below the television set to make the experience even better. So that's a really cool thing that even have this cool little cable here to retract it for you so you don't have to do it on your own. So anyway, we're going to go upstairs right now. We're going to take a quick run up the stairs, take a look at the 3 bedrooms, including the primary bedroom, and then we're going to finish up on the rooftop deck, enjoying this lovely evening in Venice with views of the canal, and wrap things up. Come on, let's go. So what we have here at the landing, in essence, is another family room, a more intimate space for the family to get together in the evening between the 2 bedrooms at the front of the house, and then we have our primary bedroom that faces the back of the house. As I mentioned earlier about the doors, they're all inset into the walls. So again, completely flush. There's no door frame around the doors. The doors literally disappear and become seamless to the wall, which is a really unique feature. And that's the whole point. This is a white door. We don't want people seeing this door. It actually goes to an amazing laundry room of all things. Again, we've got the porcelain floors, so they're radiant heating, just like the floors downstairs on the first floor. We've got awesome cabinets. I'm 6'5". I can hardly reach these upper cabinets, but more storage than you'd ever want in a laundry room. You got your laundry sink. You've got your metal bar here to hang up your wet clothes if you want to line dry it or something sensitive. Your stacked LG washer and dryer here as well. Just a really clean, really well laid out space so you can do all the laundry that you want to do. So we're going to take a look around. We're going to go out of here and we're going to take a look at the 2 bedrooms at the front of the house. as well. And they're here, mirrored bedrooms to my left and to my right. What's neat about this second floor as well that I'll point out is that this home is on 3-zone air conditioning system. Now, most larger homes will have multiple zones. You don't want to have to cool a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square foot home. And so we have 1 zone on the first floor. But what's unique is that this second floor actually has 2 zones for your air conditioning system. So we have 1 zone, which is the primary bedroom behind us, and we'll take a look at that in a moment. And then we have another zone for these 2 front bedrooms. So if your kids get cold or you get hot or whatever the case may be, you can set your room to the temperature that's comfortable for you and set the other bedrooms here on the second floor to a different temperature. Really well thought of, just amazing, amazing thought process that went into this home. So let's take a look at the first of these front 2 bedrooms. As you enter, we have, again, a bathroom. Every single bedroom in this home is en suite, so they all have their own private bathrooms. Okay, we've got a really cool vanity here, really, again, keeping the clean design aesthetic. All the bathrooms, as I mentioned earlier, no drywall except for the ceiling. So this runs slab porcelain tile from the floor to the ceiling, obviously in the style of marble, which is honed marble to be specific. If you look up above here, we have the register for the air conditioning system. And if you notice, they're all absolutely aligned with each other. So the lights are in the middle of the register. They're actually perfectly aligned. Again, this is the obsessive compulsive execution, incredible execution by this particular developer. And I think I mentioned it as well, there are no exhaust fans in this home. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it downstairs, which just blew my mind because, like, obviously we have a skylight which moisture can come out, but he didn't want the rattly sound of a fan. You know, they start out sounding good and then a few years go by and they start to rattle. It sounds like a junky car going down the street. He actually installed in every bathroom a moisture and motion sensor. You can see it here right above my head. So once the sensor obviously senses moisture, senses movement in the bathroom, it activates a fan which then draws the moisture out of the bathroom through the slat, which is in essence the exhaust vent, and draws out that moisture so that your bathroom stays nice and dry and doesn't collect any mold or have any damage done to it. Very, very, very cool. Another cool feature, you get into these clean, beautiful homes, and when you move in, you put your conditioner and your shampoo and your loofah pad, and it starts to look like you got a pile of plastic in the corner. It doesn't look particularly good. Well, this particular developer thought about that, and in every single shower, he has a nook. And that nook is strategically placed. It's not in the middle. Sometimes you see that nook in the middle of the back of the wall. He put it on the side, and so when you place your shampoo and you place all your stuff, your razor blades, your whatever you want to use, your scrub, your whatever, it is hidden. And so when you actually look into the bathroom, you'll find out that you don't see that, and you can live in this home and still have the clean lines and the uncluttered look that this house was built to be. Also, you notice too here, this is common in a lot of homes, you have the mixer for the shower head here on the wall, on the inside wall, not underneath the shower head. So I don't have to dive in under, hoping I don't get wet, stretching in to get to the shower to turn it on. No, it's really simple. I just come on in, I go ahead and I adjust it exactly as I want. It's perfect, and then I get into the shower. Okay, so just everything's been thought of to the nth degree, and this house is just unbelievable. Going into the room itself, so let's swing around here and take a look at the bed here, a couple features that you'll see in all of the bedrooms. You'll notice that you have customizable light switches on both sides of the bed. So if you're a person who likes to sleep on the left-hand side of the bed, you don't have to roll over to the other side to hit the switch. You have a switch on your side. And if you sleep on the other opposite side of the bed, you have a switch as well on your side of the bed as well. And of course, you can customize each of these 6 buttons. So if you like your top button to only turn on the middle light, or maybe the lights over the built-ins, you can do that. If you want your button to just turn on the wall washers above the head of the bed, you can do that as well. Everything is customizable to your exact specifications. Of course, we have our outlets and we have USB chargers. So just like in a fine hotel, you plug in your mobile device. You've got USB ports on both sides so that you're never without power, and your phone is always charged regardless of where you are in the house. So let's keep going. Let's take a look at the other bedroom. So we're on the other front bedroom. Very similar. Only difference is they use the marble backsplash on the shower as opposed to the concrete style backsplash on the other. Going into the rest of this front bedroom, again, similar, same size, same features. We've got the hidden space behind the television set. We have the same light fixtures, same buttons on the left and right side of the bed. Again, hidden air conditioning vents. All of the lights are in fact recessed, as we talked about earlier. If you look directly above, even the smoke detectors and motion detectors for the security system are all recessed into the ceiling to keep the clean, unadulterated lines of the home intact throughout the entire property. So let's take a look at what I call the piece de resistance, which is the primary bedroom, just an unbelievable space. So taking a look at our primary bedroom, we have obviously a really large room. We've got the walnut floors. We have the customizable light switches that are programmable on both sides. We have these adjustable Artemida light fixtures, like all the other light fixtures. They're all done by Artemida, a really, really cool light fixture brand. We have in every window, which I haven't mentioned, clearly a lot of window, a lot of light. So if you wanted to sleep past the rise of the sun, there's no shades, you say. Well, how am I going to sleep after the sun comes up? Well, that's been thought of as well. There's custom nooks and wiring above every single window throughout the entire home. So there's places for those shades and that are already been pre-thought of and pre-positioned. You just need to pop them in there and you're good to go. Come over here, and then we're going to turn around and take a look back at the wall. And the idea that he came up with is having this large expanse of marble and then having these two doorways that flank this marble mantle, if you will. But again, because these are frameless doors, they completely disappear in your frame of view. They're inset, and so we don't want to see these doors. We don't want to see the door to the bathroom. We simply want to see this clean, uncluttered lines of this white wall. And then when we want to go into the bathroom, obviously, we can open it up and head on in. Again, we continue the theme of the white marble slabs on the walls. Again, there's no plaster in the bathrooms of this home except in the ceiling. We've got to my left, we have this amazing, looks to be about a 6 foot or 6 by 6 foot shower. It's a steam shower with a rain shower head, three body sprayers, a hand sprayer, and of course a bench so you can sit there. If you have any issues with vanities and not having enough space to put your stuff, well, I think this will solve your problem. We've got this massive levitating vanity with two sinks, one for him, one for her. Let's go say hi to the toilet. Hello, nice to meet you. We've got a full Toto toilet with all the cool features that you have in a toilet. Very, very, very cool. Of course, another television set, like we need another TV set. This is really pretty. I like this artwork, but as you're soaking in your glorious soaking tub, you can actually watch your favorite television show and just relax and enjoy this wonderful home. Of course, once you've dried yourself off, it's time to get dressed, and we head into our glorious walk-in closet. And a lot of high-end homes actually don't build out closets. They figure that somebody is going to build out their own closet, which I think is personally, it's kind of a cop-out. You're spending the money, you want the best, and this developer gave you the best. We have leather coated center island here, drawers, soft closed drawers with individual dividers, as well as like a leather feel bottom. Again, you don't have to go to the 99-cent store. We don't need to get any sticky stuff to put on the bottom here to keep your clothes clean. It's all been done. We have this glorious skylight that again can be open and closed, programmable through the smart home feature, but gives some ventilation into your closet as well as provides natural light so you can see what your clothes actually look like in real life. We're going to head upstairs to the rooftop patio and check out the amazing views and entertaining area that we've got upstairs. So come on, let's go. Very cool. Oh, and did I mention all of the plugs in this house? Why look at an ugly plug when it can be recessed? So let's head on up the stairways here. As we go up, you'll notice that we've got 3 skylights. 2 of them are actually openable, or you can program them to open through your smart home system. Creates lots of natural air and flow through the home. Awesome. So we're again here on the roof, 850 square feet of pure enjoyment and entertainment for you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your next door neighbors, your friends' friends. We have the space for all of them. And again, I'm a lazy kind of person. I hate to admit it, but it's true. That's a few flights of stairs to get a cold beer down below. Why would I want to do that when I have a full kitchen? We've got a full kitchen so that you can not only entertain your friends, you can feed them as well. You've got your sink, you've got a refrigerator, you've got this massive grill, warming drawer. You got it all here to really prepare and to serve an amazing, delicious, exciting meal for your friends and family without ever having to step off the roof to go downstairs. Honestly, this is what Venice living is all about: being outside, being with friends, enjoying good food, and just soaking in the Southern California lifestyle. This is the house that I would dream about. This is it. And I really appreciate your checking this out. We're gonna head on downstairs and head out. But I really appreciate your watching this video. Please subscribe, comment, or like the video below. I've got some amazing properties that I will look to be sharing with you over the next few weeks here in Venice and surrounding areas. If you have any questions, obviously, about this home or any other home here in the west side of Los Angeles, let me know. I want to be of service. I want to help and make your Southern California dreams come true. Thanks so much.